Welcome to Ion Sterile Processing. I am so glad you made it. Today we have our job report, and we're going to talk about this conversation I'm hearing out there on the Facebook streets about travel pay being reduced. And they're talking about they're being reduced in the middle of the contract. So I'm like, they could do that? And then also when people are there to renew, they're reducing the pay when they renew their contract. So I'm like, wow. So we got to get creative when you're trying to get paid and see what other kind of perks you can actually get. So I come up with a list of some perks maybe you can ask for. I can't say you're going to get them. Don't get mad if they don't. It's just for people to be creative and think outside the box. And you may have them say, wow, I never even thought about that. We can definitely do that for you. Because I'm thinking something that they can write off as a business expense or an employee perk. A lot of that stuff is tax deductible for the company. So it may be a way for you to be able to pull that off. And then also relocating for work. There are relocation packages that companies can offer you, and just to help you kind of think your way through it, get you a little checklist going so that you'll be ready in case you are offered that kind of opportunity. So what's in it for you today? We're going to talk about the pay for supervisors and managers. And of course, the reason why I do this is so that you will have something you actually can use when you want to negotiate a job offer, and you know exactly what people are making in that city or that state or that area, and you can kind of gauge what the averages are once you add up this information I'm giving you and divide it by how you know how to do averages. Okay, so and then again, like I said, we're going to talk about the reduction in travel pay, and then we're going to give you tips for relocating. Are you ready? Okay, so the supervisor pay, there's a couple of things I pulled from some of the job descriptions. And for the manager, they want somebody knowledgeable of OSHA, Joint Commission, and infection prevention were the key takeaways that I have there. And if you're not familiar with these, OSHA have a lot of free information. I believe Joint Commission does too, but you can find a lot of stuff on infection prevention. There's so many courses out there that you can take that can get you up to par or have you being able to talk that talk and walk that walk. And of course, you want to definitely add it to your resume, and you want to be able to speak to it during your interview. So if you didn't know, you go to ionspd.com and you can find a lot of resources there for you to find, whether it's educational material that's free. You go to OSHA, like I said, website, and you're going to find a lot of information there. Also, I have links to interview information, resume building information. So it's pretty much a one-stop shop for you when it comes down to these jobs. Now, as far as supervisor go, they are looking for somebody with 5 years experience in sterile processing. However, you do not have to have supervisor experience, but they do prefer it. However, they want you to be pretty good with the AMI standards, and so you can always brush up on that, get you one of them ST79, start with that, work your way up, and start getting yourself familiarized with the flow, the processes, and different things that you can speak to that can help you get that job that you're looking for. So back to the website, like I said, ionspd.com. When you go to the website, you scroll down to professional development, and then once you get to that website, because it's a whole nother website I built, you'll go to free learning. And once you get to free learning, then you'll just see all kind of stuff on there from Udemy, edX. It's all kind of stuff on there that you can definitely use to help you get the skills you need for you to get the job that you absolutely deserve. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to start looking at these jobs. And first of all, before I do that, let me take you to my website so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So when you're there at the website, you'll be like, oh, okay, I know exactly what Cylindra is talking about. So here's the website. You at ionspd.com. You're going to scroll down till you get to professional development. You click on professional development, and then you get here, you get free learning, but it's other stuff here. If you want to do your SMART goals, SWOT analysis, a personal SWOT analysis, leadership, the Big 5 personality test, that's all there. But you go to free learning, and as you see here, it opens up a lot of information for you to actually use if you wanted to. So let's go over here to these job postings. This right here is for a supervisor, and it is in Sacramento, California, which is one of the places I kind of wanted to live. But you look at the department description, which was pretty helpful here, that they actually have a department description. They let you know it's 32 operating rooms. They definitely want you to be familiar with flexible scopes and picking cases, because that's what they do in that department. The pay is $26.05 to $52.29. And I have to remember, people who are just listening to me on a podcast, this information will be posted on Facebook, so you'll be able to find me there. It's definitely going to be in the SPD Grapevine, a sterile processing Grapevine group page that I have there. But I will eventually create a website where you just can go here and get all this information, and you don't have to click around and look for it. Again, this one, like I said, 5 years experience. And when they ask for special requirements, they saying things like you must be able to work in noisy environments. So I'm thinking, you should be able to lift at least 25 pounds. So that's something we do anyway. I didn't think that was something that you really had to stretch yourself for. The other one is a manager position. I found this one on LinkedIn because LinkedIn can send notifications to you for you to get a lot of this information. Not all of them will have the pay. That's why I extract the pays for you and I present that to you. This one right here is in Las Vegas, Nevada, honey. Who doesn't want to be in Vegas? Just make sure you don't have a gambling problem. So this one is a full-time. They specifically say no weekends, which may be something that you're looking for. And this one is paying between $63,814 to $89,356. What I liked about this one, this is working for HCA. What I liked about this one is they said that they had like a variety of benefits to create a customizable plan. I actually like that because one shoe doesn't fit everyone. And nowadays, in order to retain and attract top talent, you definitely want to make sure that you are giving them something that makes them want to stay. And then we get down here as far as the education, and they say graduate from high school or equivalent program. A high level of math and reasoning is required. Of course, you already know that. You already have that because you are still a processing professional and you're ready. Now, I want to give you some ideas when it comes to these job perks to see if they actually have this. If you're trying to wiggle around and say, well, you want to make more money, maybe they have these other perks available that you could be interested in. So you ready? Okay, equipment reimbursement. If you're in a supervisor or leadership position, maybe you need some type of equipment to do your job better. You can go out there and make that purchase and you can get your money back. Different discounts. Most places you work for, they will have some kind of discount that you can get, whether it's at amusement parks, restaurants, and different things like that. So see exactly what they have for that. A meal allowance, I would love this, to be able to eat free, especially if you got a good cafeteria. A meal allowance where you can eat free. Elder care, maybe you need tutoring for your child. That could be a benefit that they have. A book club. Some of us are in book clubs and you pay to be in these book clubs, or you would like to be in a book club where there's a subscription involved and you would like somebody to pay for that and you don't want it to be you. And that can save you money every month. It was offered a job where you were able to get paid every single day. And this was at a hospital. You get paid every day. You don't have to wait every 2 weeks and you don't have to wait once a week. You can opt in getting paid every single day. Now, I don't know what that looks like. I never experienced that before. I don't know if there's some kind of fee goes along with that, but that is an option that a lot of companies are offering out there as one of their perks. Having offsite events, having pet care and pet insurance, or even pet events where you can bring your pet to work day. Because I worked at a hospital where they would bring in pets for patients that were in the hospital to brighten up their day or the morale or what have you. They said it was, I guess, scientifically proven that it made people feel better. So they would bring in pets. They also would have a pianist come in and they would play the piano in the lobby. So different things like that. A fitness stipend. Remote work, especially if you're a manager, then it's like, do I really need to show up every day, especially when your whole day is filled with, guess what, meetings. Summer Fridays where they having different events on summer. Maybe you can work a half day, different things they can do. A learning budget in case you want to go ahead and take some online courses. Do they offer that to you? Volunteer days off and your birthday days off. So those are some of the things you can think about when they talk about employee perks, and maybe something you want to negotiate, ask for if they cannot take your wages where you want them, because that works for you. Now, let's get into these SPD streets, honey, where these people are talking about they are reducing people pay midway through the contract, and I'm wondering, can they even do this? I don't know. You guys gonna have to tap in. You guys don't have to clap back, absolutely, to find out what is going on. But I will give you a resource. This resource is called nomadicare.com, and they are comparing wages out there as far as what people are getting paid in your state as a traveler. Now, we're going to share this screen again because I'm going to take you to their website and kind of walk you through how this is done. So this is their website right here. As you see, you will go to pay comparison. Let me bring the screen up. I didn't even increase the screen for you. I'm sorry. Let me increase the screen so you can see this. Oops. Okay, I had a little technical difficulty, so I made a little mistake there. So let me go back. So yeah, you go to their website, and what you can do is you go to free resources, and when you go there, it pulls up this pay comparison. When you go to this pay comparison, you can put in what is your weekly gross, choose your specialty, choose your location, and get a pay comparison. They may ask you for your email address, but hey, make up an email address for a bunch of stuff that you don't want to get too much spam or too much information or too much email marketing. Just find something like that that works for you. But this is definitely a free resource, and you can use this to compare to see what people are paying, because people are saying the pays are getting reduced. Are they really? So that is a good source for you to go to if you want to find out. Now, of course, we got more tips for you when it comes down to that, because nobody wants to deal with that. Now, let's say that at the they're reducing your pay in the middle of the contract or at the end of the contract. Here's some things maybe you can ask for, and you let me know if these things work. Maybe if they want to change something, you want something changed too. So can you work 3/12s instead of the the 5/8s that you have been working? Can you is it 5/8? Yes, 5/8. No weekends if you've been working weekends. If you were doing call, you don't want to do call anymore. Can you go from second shift to first to third, or whatever it is you want to do? You want to ask about bonuses, renewal bonuses. And sometimes they want to spread out the renewal bonus to make sure you actually complete the contract, or mid bonuses or completion bonuses. Maybe you want to get an advance on that travel money that you usually get at the end of your contract to go back home. Can you get an advance on that? Can you get an extra few more dollars on that at the end? Say, normally they give us up to $500. Can you just make sure I get $500 or whatever they can do? I'm not sure what magic they can do within the constraints of the IRS or what have you, but of course you can go to GSA website and get that too. So you can go to my website when it comes to spdtravel.org. You go there and GSA information is there, dealing with the bill rate and everything is there. So you can definitely use that information as well for you to make sure you're getting the best deal possible. If they can help you with your certification, if you already studying for it and you ready to sit for that certification, can y'all go ahead and pay that money for me to sit for my certification? Can you pay for some online courses? Can you buy me some books? A lot of this stuff I'm thinking could be possible tax write-off to an employer, that they're giving this to an employee, and you can use this for your benefit. Okay, let me move on because I'm running out of time. Let's talk about when you're relocating to a new job. You need to, first of all, access what your needs are. Will you need child care, pet care, elder care? Will your husband need or your wife need help with looking for a job? The cost that's involved. You're going to be moving, and you're going to have pay adjustments. So let me get back to the care real quick, because I went past that. What kind of health care you may need. Some people need specialists. So if you need a specialist or something like that, make sure the town that you're moving in would have that specialist. It have the school that you're looking for, and you're looking at the crime rate. Also, the college tuition. If you're going to go to a new state, sometime you move to a state and you got to pay that out-of-state tuition, and that could be expensive. It happened to me. Back in the day, I went from California where it was $18 per unit, went to Georgia, it was $36. Also, when you look at the cost, you're looking at the moving cost, you're looking at pay adjustments. Are you moving to a state with a higher, what is it called? It's a higher cost of living. That's what it is, a higher cost of living. Are you moving to one of those states? Think about that. The utilities you're going to have to pay. Some people are used to living in a house that's all electric. Now you have to deal with gas. Will you need a moving company? Are you breaking your lease? Some companies will pay for you to break your lease. Do you need a down payment or a deposit? Can they help you with that? Relocation taxes. Do you need movers insurance? And those are the things you need to think about. As far as housing go, are you renting or are you buying? Will you need temporary housing? Will you need a realtor to help sell the house you're leaving? Will you need a realtor to help you find a house where you're going? If you're renting, do they have a company that can help you with apartment finding agency or something like that to help you with that? Also, some companies are offering you just to get a truck. They'll let you get the truck on your side, fill it up with all your stuff, take it to your destination, and drop it off at a specific location, and you're done. Doesn't cost you a thing. You just have to pay for your own movers. Do you need a storage unit? You need to think about that as well if you need a storage unit. Now, let's get to the money real quick because I got 1 minute. Will they pay for you free visits to house hunt? You may need to look around and look for somewhere. Will they pay for that? How are they going to give you the money? Is it going to be a lump sum? Is it after taxes when they give you this money? The reimbursement, are they going to reimburse you for the money it costs you so you have to front the money for you to move, and they'll pay you back later? Or is it going to be direct billing where they handle all that, and they even handle the third party that you have to deal with, and you don't have to deal with any of that? And are there any paybacks required? Are they going to charge you or make you stay there for 2 years or 3 years because they gave you this money to help you move there? And then if you want to look into a cost of living calculator, NerdWallet has a really good one. I'm sure you can do a Google search, but NerdWallet has a cost of living calculator, so you can look at the state and city you're moving from to the one you're moving in and see if the wages you're going to get paid is adding up. So anyways, you guys go out there, continue to be great. Until next time, peace.